Hey, welcome. Grab a seat anywhere. No, we don't have any menus. The only thing we have today is the freedom to express who you truly are. We call it Authenticity Radio. You'll like it, don't worry. Let me go grab the host. He's got the hospitality of a fat and jolly innkeeper. He's a good guy. Slade Suter.
Hello and welcome to today's program. This is Slade Suter, Morning Edition on Authenticity Radio. I just want to begin today's program by thanking you. Thank you for joining us for this past year. Thank you for joining us for today's program. And if you're one of the special guests who have appeared on this program on Authenticity Radio this past year, a special thank you to you for giving of yourself and love to humanity. And with that, listeners, please relax, enjoy, sit back, and receive this gift of the bottom line messages from all of our guests this past 2014 into the 2015 year. Guest Chuck Trimble, Lakota Sioux Tribe. I turn to you, Charles Trimble. What is your message that you would like to deliver to humanity?
My message would be, I think, beyond Native American needs, to understand other people, to understand, as you know, I would like them to understand Lakotas and all Native peoples in this country, but all Native peoples in the world, the indigenous peoples who were conquered and colonized and had to survive destruction, and that they would be understood and assisted, with the what's available in the United Nations and various other arenas to help those people. That would be my message.
Okay, humanity. Understanding other Native peoples around this world. Guest Lynn Twist, Pachamama Alliance, with Lynn Twist. And do you have a message that you would like to deliver to humankind in the light of Pachamama?
Yes. I would like people to know that what I just said is, I think, quite true, and I can't prove it, but I stand for it. That the choices we make will determine the future of life for the next 1,000 years. And if those choices are in service of bringing forth an environmentally sustainable, spiritually fulfilling, and socially just human presence on this planet, those choices will ensure, nourish, enhance, and honor life for the next 1,000 years and beyond. And that living that way will give your life deep meaning, incredible satisfaction, unlimited prosperity, and profound fulfillment.
Guest Lynn Twist, The Soul of Money.
Well, I would like people to know that there is a beauty in the struggle. There is a profound opportunity in the crisis. And I think people kind of know that, but they don't really know how to access it. And I think it is, at least one route to it, is to pay attention to what you have, appreciate it, nourish it, and share it. Whether that's money, your home, your love, your family, your work. And the orientation is about sharing rather than accumulating. Be known for what you allocate rather than what you accumulate. Be the kind of person who is in service, in contribution, in sharing, in making a difference, rather than trying to accumulate, acquire. And that way of being is the way through. Limits are not in the way, they are the way. They're beautiful. And so that behavior, that way of seeing the world will will be the source of true prosperity for each of us and also for the long-term future of life, for future generations, and will honor all other species. It will be the gift that we give to all children of all species for all time, and it ennobles your life. Rather than being a sacrifice, it's a way of ennobling your life and recognizing you were born at a time that you could be part of the great turning, and you are.
Family coach, Dorothy West. And Dorothy, do you have a current message that you would like to deliver to humanity?
Oh, yes. Ideally, a family are individuals who recognize each other as co-creators and support each other's biggest becoming. It's my intention that families recognize how powerful their relationships are, and utilize that for the evolution of all of us. Certainly, the evolution of our society. We move out of robot mode and how it's supposed. Then we remember it's supposed to look, and look ahead to how it can be.
Sherry Ray, Finding Traction.
Yes.
What is your bottom line message to humanity?
Be authentic always. Honor you. Live by your personal values to capture your inner peace and joy.
Guest Patrice Lyle, author of Glisten. Do you have a message that you would like to deliver to humankind?
Absolutely. My message is that you can change your life. You can take complete control of your health, your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. Once you learn the principles of naturopathy and once you start doing it, your life can completely change. And I am completely an example of this. When I was 26, my blood pressure and cholesterol were both very high. With my family heart history, they wanted to put me on medication. And since I've been doing all this, I'm 43 years old now. I am not on any blood pressure or cholesterol medication. I recently had my blood pressure checked, and the doctor said I had the blood pressure of an 18-year-old athlete. So you do have the power to change things, and that's what I'm really hoping to get out there with Glisten.
Guest Charlene Luis. Charlene, what is your message, your bottom line message for humanity?
Oh my! It's in all honesty, it's very, very, very simple and very natural. It's basically unconditional love, peace, and harmony. And I think one song that really says it all is by John Lennon, Imagine.
Guest Marilla Scott. What a powerful message you have, Marilla. And speaking of which, what is your message to humanity?
I think there are many gifts that we are given, and no matter what your faith is, we need to follow the ability to be open to forgive people. It's not about them, it's about you. Forgiveness really helps you change your mindset, clean your life, and live a healthier life and set a better example for your children. If you don't have children, for those you love, for people around you, even in your career, it makes a difference because it allows you to think more clearly and more focused without having negativity following you throughout your thought process. And in addition to that, following your intuition, it can save lives. That first voice that you hear is your GPS. Learn how to follow it. We follow the one in the car, follow the internal GPS that we were given when we were born. It's a lifesaver.
Colorado State Senator Linda Newell.
For me, it is imagining and visualizing our lives, our communities, our world peaceful, and that we are at choice of that. That even though I'm in Colorado, you're in Barcelona, we as a humanity have a choice. Right now in this conversation, tonight when we go home, when I come in to the chamber or when I go into a workplace, when I walk into the grocery store, it is not every week when I'm at church, it's not every day, but it's every hour and every minute that we're in choice to either be a part of the solution or part of the problem, to be living in love or living in fear, and living in hate or living in peace. I mean, we are in those minute little choices that are happening every minute, and at any point in time, we can change that trajectory, either of a conversation or a relationship or the rest of our lives. So I would say that if listeners who are listening to your kind of program are probably the peacemakers of the world, then we need to remember that our choices in our own lives and how we respond to the world around us, that is what is going to create a world of peace. It's not the big, but it's the small that leads us there.
Radio host and author, Callie McNeilis.
It is such a journey for me, and the journey is the beautiful part. So if I had to say anything, it would be enjoy the journey, ride the wave, and know that you are loved throughout everything. Because other than that, I have so many messages that I still feel like this, young soul going, oh, but I want to learn this and I want to learn this. But that's the excitement and the beauty of life, the journey. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would say it is. Ride the wave, enjoy the journey, and know that you're loved.
Fuyu Sato on the Japanese mindset.
To humankind. Wow. That's a huge question. I'm not sure if I am answering your question, but I'd like to say, although I said lots of stereotyped things about Japanese culture and maybe about Western culture, I don't mean to make a division between the two. My intention is to know the difference from each other, and we can work it out together. So let's keep on working on it and enjoy living on this planet. That's it.
Author, Arizona Low.
Every one of us is important. Every one of us makes a difference, and it starts with me.
Author, Robert Kopecki.
Well, it's that same lesson of love. It's that same lesson that I've been suggesting, is that's what everybody is looking for. That's what we're here to discover. We're here to remove the obstacles to love in our life, to realize the great potential in it. To imagine the world that you want to live in, and by doing so, to help create that world. That's what we're really capable of. We're right. We stand right on the edge of this threshold of the realization of consciousness and love as the shared field that we all access and that we all can manifest into being. And when you look at all the terrible things that are going on in the world and the difficulties that we have on our horizon, which are real and which are coming and getting worse, then these are the means that we really have to deal with it, is by holding love in our hearts and by making our own personal world the best that we can. That way we'll find and join up with everybody else, with all this consciousness that's pouring into this planet and that's realizing itself in this great single expression, and that expression really needs to be of love for our planet, of love for each other, of love for our fellow creatures. That's it. That's my bottom line. I think that'll work for now.
Judge Regina Walters.
Love and take care of children, period. And they don't have to be your own. And you don't even have to know them. But if you help a child at some point that child will have the opportunity to help you. Not necessarily